This is Real Talk, Episode 1 featuring Erick G. I hope you enjoy the show and be sure to subscribe.
What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Real Talk. I have Erick G. Thomas with us.
Hello.
With Abundance Realty Team.
Also known as Art.
Art. Paint a picture with words. I'm excited to have you with us. Talk about real estate, talk about life, keep it real, have a real conversation.
It's a lot of stuff to unpack.
It is. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So tell us about Art. Tell us about your journey in real estate, how long you've been in real estate, what your specialty is, and kind of just take us through your process.
So Art means Abundance Realty Team. It was put together to help clients control real estate. And what I mean by that is so many things that people can do within the world of real estate. And my job with Art is to make sure that whoever we're working with, they know how to make money from it, and how will real estate align with their goals. But basically, I started real estate. It's kind of crazy because my dad would always tell me that you should do real estate. And I never did it because I was always in the technology world.
Okay.
And my background is like technology sales. I've worked with some great companies, grown companies. We sold companies for like 160 million and more.
Nice.
So my background has been, sales. So I've always been in sales. So when my dad, he kept telling me over and over, like, you really need to get into real estate. You really need to do it. And I have a mentor that's been in real estate in California for years. So we ended up selling the company, the tech company. We manufactured these package lockers for the multifamily community space. It went really good,
Nice.
kudos. And from there, my dad, he was getting really, really ill. So one of the things I really wanted to move back closer to be, close to him and the rest of the family, and to kind of start a professional career. I started working with a startup company when I moved back to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
It went good as well, but I really wanted to forge my own path. And I was like, you know what, let's give this real estate thing a shot. So I got licensed fairly fast. It only took me a month and a half to get licensed.
That's easy.
I knew what I was doing, I guess. But I'm really good studying and stuff like that. But I did it in a month and a half. And then from there, it was mostly like a homage to my dad, because he would always say, get into real estate, do it. And so when he passed away, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go full steam ahead with it and see how it works out. So it went pretty good. And
I was going to say, how's your career in real estate been? Has it been what you expected? Easier, harder, lucrative? Like, how would you describe like your career in real estate?
When real estate first started for me, it was challenging, because with anything you do with sales, it's a lot of outreach that you have to do, and you're not necessarily getting immediate results from that.
Mm-hmm.
And that within itself is daunting.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew I had to keep at it, because I've had a career within sales. So I knew that, as long as I keep at it and stay persistent with it and make it a habit as far as reaching out to people, the fruits of my labor, will most definitely monetize itself.
For sure.
And that's what happened within real estate. But it's very daunting at first. And I know when we look at these shows, it looks very easy.
Yeah.
It looks fun. Because it is fun. It's a lot of money to be made. It's a lot of money to be made.
So let's talk about, what's the least amount of money you made in 1 year in real estate?
The least amount was about $40,000 a month.
$40,000 a month?
Yeah.
Or a year?
A month. $40,000 a month. Because people are buying houses. These houses, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you sell about 2 or 3 houses a month, that's a good chunk of change.
Erick, my first year in real estate, I made $7,500 for the year.
But you know what? I don't want to make it sound easy because it's not that easy. I had very intense experience with sales.
Yeah.
You know, managed sales, started sales organizations. The startup company I was talking about earlier, my revenue from that startup company in one quarter was like $3 or $4 million. So my my background in sales helped me with the
Yeah.
experience in that. So I don't want to make it sound like it's like people gonna be balling out of control.
Man, 40 grand a month on a bad month. That don't sound bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad. At that company that you and I was making was working at together, I was making a good change from that, but that was like very high volume,
Yeah.
not the average amount of leads that a person would really get. So it was a lot of inflated, figures, but the money was made.
Yo, that's
The bag was had.
The bag was had. You heard the bag was
The
had.
bag was had.